Assalamu alaikum. So I'm just outside the city of Adana, where there's a smaller city called Tarsus, and outside of that there was a waterfall that I wanted to try and get to. And as I was driving there, I came across a sign that said Al-Kahf. So I quickly just turned because I do remember visiting the ancient city of Efes, or Ephesus, and there being a sign saying that there is the cave of the seven sleepers there, and that is where Christians believe the cave to be, whereas the Muslims believe it to be in the Tarsus Mountains. So I was like, okay, this all sounds familiar, let's check it out. And sure enough, there's an enormous masjid over here with a very tall minaret, and then it took me a minute to just find the stairs. There they are. They just lead down to the cave. So I took a quick peek. It is really big. Let's go before it gets flooded with tourists. So in the cave, it's actually quite enormous compared to what was seen at Efes, the cave of the seven sleepers there. And it's got quite high ceilings. Over here it's actually got quite low ceilings, and then behind me over here there's like a family taking pictures, but there's actually like a skylight that comes up, and so I guess if anyone were to like cook in here, there's an escape for smoke as well. And they've got some boards outside with some more information. I'll go out there because this place is about to get filled with tourists, and I'll read some of that as well. So I just got out from seeing the Al-Kahf, which is right behind that man, and there's the masjid, and there's all the billboards in Arabic, English, and Turkish that have information about the narrated traditional history of the cave. And it's essentially about how they believe it took place between the time of Jesus and the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and how this took place in the times of the Romans, the pagan Romans, and there were 6 youths in a nearby city that were believing in monotheism, and they were being persecuted, and they decided to flee the city, and then they were being pursued, and they came across a shepherd who was also a monotheist, and he knew of a cave. So with his dog, the 7 of them then fled to this cave, and then here they remained, and the story is then narrated in the Quran as well. But that's a little bit more history about, you know, the cave, and it's believed to be here, and you know, the historians that wrote this do claim like, oh, multiple places claim to be the home of the 7 sleepers, but this is apparently one of the 2 sites in Turkey.